Well, good morning. Here it is. It's Tuesday morning, and today is it's March the 12th. And anyway, I hope that you had a good Monday. I hope you had a good start to your week. Hope that you were able to maybe ease into it, kind of get some things started for this week, and planning out your week. And anyway, hope that this morning finds you doing well, and hope that you're well rested. Hope that you were able to sleep well, and now ready to tackle the opportunities that God has given us with this brand new day. He's blessed us with the breath to breathe, and anyway, hope you're doing well. This morning, I want to share with you a devotional entitled "Lopsided Christians." Some Christians are what we call lopsided. They may have one area in their life, in which they're spiritually strong, but they're weak in other areas. For instance, I've met people who have an impressive knowledge, of the Bible. Meanwhile, their personal life is in shambles. I mean, they're always struggling with, temptation and falling into sin. The problem is they are imbalanced. They have an understanding of doctrine, but their life it's out of balance. The Apostle Paul, he wrote to the Christians there in Ephesus in Ephesians chapter 4, verse 1. He said, "Therefore I, a prisoner for serving the Lord, beg you to lead a life worthy of your calling, for you have been called by God." It's worth noting that Paul, he wrote this from a prison cell in Rome. He was a prisoner because he was unwilling to compromise his, beliefs, his life, and his message. And the first thing Paul tells Christians to do is, in this section of Ephesians is, to lead a life that's worthy of our calling. Now, maybe you're thinking, well, I'm in trouble. How could I be worthy? Well, there is nothing that I could ever do to deserve God's grace. Just as the same is true for any of us. However, that's not what worthy means here. I mean, we also could translate the original word for worthy as balance the scales. It can be applied to, anything that is expected to correspond to, to something else. It's a word that speaks of the coordination of things. And so therefore, Paul, he was saying, I want you to walk worthy. I want you to live a balanced life. We can have an understanding and belief in doctrine and prophecy as well as facts and figures. But if it isn't affecting the way, that we live as Christians, then we're missing the point. The Bible tells us in 1 John chapter 3, verse 3, it says, "And all who have this eager expectation will keep themselves pure, just as he is pure." I mean, in other words, our doctrine and belief should affect the way that, we live, the way that we, walk every day. Yet there are also Christians who are lopsided in another way. They don't know much doctrinally. They don't really know, what the Bible teaches on certain subjects, but they love the Lord, and they are passionate, about their faith in Jesus Christ. Now, we might hear them, say something like this: well, let's not quibble over doctrine. I just love Jesus. And that sounds nice, but we need to realize this is a dangerous statement. I mean, if we're not careful, we might end up, loving the wrong Jesus. We might end up believing the wrong gospel. And this is where doctrine comes in. The Bible clearly teaches that in the last days, there will be false Christs, false gospels, and even false miracles. Paul warned us in 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 3. He said this: "For a time is coming when people will no longer listen to sound and wholesome teaching. They will follow their own desires and will look for teachers who will tell them whatever their itching ears want to hear. We're living in those days right now. This explains our society today. See, there needs to be a balance between our beliefs and our practice, between our doctrine and the way that we live. We need both areas working together, and that's what it means to walk worthy, in the Lord. And, and that's my prayer for myself. That's my prayer for each one of you, is that we would walk worthy, every day, with that balance in our lives, knowing what Scripture says, and then living out our lives, trying to live as Christ-like as we can, allowing Him to reflect off of us so people see Him and not us. And so anyway, I hope that encourages you here on this Monday morning. And anyway, Tuesday morning. Got my days mixed up for a moment. But anyway, hope you have a wonderful day. And remember, Angie and I, we love you guys, and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.